One week I would be like super happy, then the next week it would be like a fucking terrible week and I'd be so sad all week, crying constantly. Like, it was literally like that. It was like happy one week, sad the next week, happy one week, sad the next week, and I was literally going like this, like a roller coaster, and it was just too much.
Here I need you. Yeah. Small just a little bit. Try just a little bit.
Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you have never been here before, my name is emmatamsinhill. Make sure you click the subscribe button down there if you haven't already. Because we have a great time over here. You know, I make fashion, lifestyle, vlogs, advice, girl talks, all that fun stuff. So today I am just gonna show you how I've been doing my most recent like go-to makeup. This is what I've been wearing recently. Just like beautiful bronzy glowy skin, a bit of a cat eye, a bit of like brown in the crease, a little beauty mark right here. Yeah, this is just like my go-to look at the moment. You guys have been requesting that I film it over on my Instagram. We're also gonna have a talk about what I've been doing recently, life, lockdown, mental health, all that stuff. So keep on watching if you want to see all that. Okay, hi. So I'm gonna go through my base like skincare prep as well, and then the makeup as well, because I feel like the base is what makes it look. So this is like my skincare routine I do all the time. So it'll be like some sort of facial spray because I like the feel of it, and then I'll use like an oil or a serum, then an eye cream, and then some kind of moisturizer and a lip balm. So because I'm about to put makeup on straight after, I'm gonna use the Tarte Maracuja oil just because I have dry skin, and like this just feels really nice on my face and lets my makeup sit on top and look glowy but still not too oily because obviously dry skin. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I really like this. It is really expensive. I did get it in PR. I do really like it though, it is so beautiful. But if I wasn't using that, I would probably use the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. This is good as well. Then I'm going to use the Glossier Bubble Wrap Eye Cream and just a lip balm. So let's get that out of the way and let's start talking about life. If I look down here, it's because my mirror is down here. Yeah man, I just thought I would come and just have a bit of a update, like life update with you all. I've not done like a chatty about my life video in a long time, and obviously I haven't really vlogged either like during lockdown because I just thought, what would there be to vlog about? Also, ignore these up here. I burnt myself with a hot comb the other day, so we're gonna cover that, it's fine. So I just really wanted to like come and chat to you all because I feel like it's been ages, and since I'm now, you know, trying to be a little more consistent on the YouTube, thought I would just come and say hey to you all again. If you follow me on Instagram, you kind of keep up to date with my life, do you know what I mean? Because I just post on my stories there all the time, way more often. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me over there. But now lockdown is ending, like the other day the pubs reopened and all that stuff, so like life is kind of resuming back to normal a little bit. I thought I would just come and talk about my lockdown experience because boy, it's been a journey. I can't stand my lips being dry, so I constantly have to put lip balm on or else I just don't feel right. This one again is a bougie one. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Magic Lip Oil. I got this in PR. I like it because it's a rollerball, if you can see. It's a rollerball, which is kind of cool. I like that, but I think this is like £30 and I don't know if I would spend £30 on a lip balm. It does feel nice though, and it looks great. Foundation wise, I always wear this. I'm nearly out of it. It is a NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Duval. I love it. I love it so much. It looks so good. I like Sheer Glow as well, but I like this one too. Or I've got the Bourjois Healthy Mix. I'll probably use this today because I'm nearly out of this and I need a new one. So I'm going to use this one today. This is good. It's fine. It's adequate. They do not do very many shades in this foundation, which is fucking shit. Yeah, the shade range on this, unless it's changed since I got it, is atrocious. So Bourjois, please do better. There's other people that want to wear makeup. The shade range on this NARS one is really good, but it is more expensive. But anyway, there's a lot of talking going on. I'm just going to put the foundation on. So lockdown for me has been a roller coaster. When lockdown first started, I felt really good actually. Like in the end of March, April time, I felt really good, and I felt almost although it was like really weird and like obviously horrible what was happening, a lot of people were getting ill and stuff like that, I felt, I'm blending it with a damp beauty sponge as well, I felt like life had just stopped a little bit, like life has slowed down. With me, like I am a very busy person, like 24/7, go, 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 go. I feel like I don't have that much time just to myself, just to, I don't know, I'm a bit of a procrastinator, and I have like, it's almost like I have 3 jobs because I do YouTube, I do Instagram, and I also have my clothing business, All Body. So I feel like I kind of have 3 jobs in one, and I was juggling a lot and it was like difficult. And I think before lockdown I was just go, 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 like all the time. I was in London and I was up north and I was doing this and I was doing that, and I feel like lockdown forced me to slow down, forced everyone to slow down, and in some ways that was a blessing. I'm gonna whack a bit of this on as well, soz. I just feel like this isn't giving me the coverage that I need, so I'm gonna put this, a little bit of this on. So in April, March time, I was kind of like, low-key, my mental health was really good, because I was like, oh, I'm finally like just getting to slow down a little bit, and like obviously I was still working, but it just felt different because I was like home a lot more. Luckily, like I have my warehouse for All Body, so I wasn't just like stuck in the house constantly. I could go to my warehouse, because I do live alone. If any of you guys don't know, I live on my own, so it was a little bit lonely, not gonna lie. My parents are high risk. My dad has lung disease, so I couldn't really see my parents. I used to go outside the house and like stand outside and talk to them through the patio doors, but I couldn't really hang out with anyone. So I was kind of on my own during this whole thing. But that being said, my mental health at the beginning of lockdown was really good. I'm just blending it a bit more with just a little fluffy brush, just to make sure there's no harsh, right, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Yeah, beginning of lockdown was good. I was cooking loads, I was putting like loads of positive, good stuff on Instagram, I was doing yoga, I was just doing all sorts. I feel like I was doing a lot of things that I had been putting off for months and months and months, and just taking that time for myself. And then I don't know, like things kind of, I just started getting really up and down. Like I've gone through such major lows and like major highs during lockdown. I kind of touched on this in like my life update video I did like in January, but I had never really struggled with my mental health like severely until like last year, and that kind of took me by surprise and was definitely like a shock to me, because I'd never been depressed. I'd never had days where I was just so low, even though like I had my problems like with body image and how I felt about myself and stuff like that. I had never been really like down, do you know what I mean? I'm just gonna use the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Chantilly with just a little brush. So I had never like had these kind of experiences in my life up until last year, where I was depressed and just lost, I think the right word is, just like lost with life. Like, what am I doing? What's the point? And so that was like something very different for me that I had to like come to terms with, because I had never had problems with my mental health before in that way. My worst part of like the depression was like towards the end of last year. So like September, October, November like was like the lowest lows kind of. And I think sometimes I'm very impatient, so I don't really give myself enough credit. Like, it's not even been a year since that, and I feel like I've progressed so much and I've healed a lot, which is so amazing. And like I'm so proud of myself for like getting out of that hole and just like being in a better place now. But I think that those feelings still creep up on you, and they're bound to, you know. And I think I struggle with that when it creeps up, because I think, why is this happening to me? Like, you have everything, like you have everything you want, like you have a good family, you have a good job, like you're financially stable, like I have all these things, I have great friends, but like sometimes still you feel sad. And I think I used to punish myself a lot for that. Like there's something in my eye. I used to emotionally punish myself for that because I would just think, I would be angry at myself. I would be angry, or I'd feel a lot of shame surrounding my mental health. Like, I don't feel shame to talk about it, but I just feel like at myself, I'd be like, I've never been like this in my life, so why is it now that I'm struggling? Like, that's the way I used to think about it. To contour, I'm just going to use this L'Oreal Infallible Stick. They don't sell this anymore, and look, this is all I have left of it, and it's my favourite contour. There's nothing in it. I'm actually getting the dregs out of this contour, but if you know a good contour stick, I'm very fussy. I want a contour stick that is like not too contour, it's kind of bronzy as well, that is creamy because I have dry skin. If anyone knows one, let me know down below. You know, everyone knows that I'm a very positive person. I'm just naturally very positive. I like to make people happy. I like to make people smile. And obviously, like, that is the way I am in like my everyday life. Like, do you know what I mean? I am a positive person by nature, but I have my down days as well. And I think there's nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to that. And these are like things that I've had to tell myself. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't always like that. I didn't always think like this, but I had to tell myself, you know, I had to talk to myself like I was my friend, or like I was talking to you guys. Do you know what I mean? And it's important to talk to yourself in a way that you would want to be spoken to. I constantly talk to myself in my own head. I don't know if you guys do, but I constantly, and it's like I have an angel and a devil, and it's like there's the negative thoughts and like the negative side of me that thinks, oh, you're this and you're that and you can't do this, and then there's a side of me that's like my best friend that's like, Emma, come on, you don't have to be like this, let's get up, let's do this. I have a very rational side of myself that speaks to myself like that, and I think it's important to find that within yourself, because at the end of the day, you are in your head 24/7. You need to make it a nice place to be. I kind of had some troubles like during lockdown, and I obviously had a breakup last year, towards the end of last year, and that was difficult, especially with it being kind of public, because obviously my relationship was public. So exiting that relationship and like navigating that online. Most of you guys were obviously super sweet and super nice, but obviously there's people out there that want to know your business and be in your business 24/7. And that part I don't like that part really upset me at times, because in some aspects I felt like my life was like a soap opera to some people, and that like it was entertainment, like, oh, I'm dying to know what happened between you and blah blah blah, like what happened and we need to know, tell us. And it's like, sometimes like things in life should be private. And like, plus the thing is, I spoke about it online before a lot, and so like once it's spoken about, I don't see the need to keep on beating a dead horse. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's happened, it's done, and like that's it. Do you know what I mean? With that being said, obviously I had a breakup, and then coming into this year, I obviously didn't speak to anyone for a while. The kind of person that I am, like, I like to, when I've gone through something like that, like an ending of a situation with someone, like, I do just like to work on myself and like build myself back up, because obviously when you've been with someone for so long, they were kind of a part of you, so you have to like mourn the loss of them and also build yourself back up. By the way, I'm just using this Revolution powder, I don't know what it is, Hydra Matte Translucent Setting Powder. So obviously I was kind of like mourning that loss and trying to navigate that and all this other stuff, and then I started speaking to someone new in lockdown, and then like we spoke for a few weeks, and then that didn't work out because like he wasn't ready to speak to someone during lockdown. Like, this was very early days lockdown, so we had no clue like how long it would be in lockdown for. So there was that, and then I started speaking to someone else, and we spoke for like a good, maybe like 6 weeks, a month, whatever, like FaceTime all the time. And then that didn't work out because he kind of, what even happened? He kind of just ghosted me. I can't really remember what happened, but he was just an asshole, like. And then there was like someone else from my past who like sprung up, and I thought we were just friends, and then like all this other stuff happened, and I realized like the more people I was talking to, every situation that didn't work out, it was like chipping away at me, like and my heart, like just like chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. And I'd just been through a very like hard breakup, and then it was like these other people that like didn't like, it was just small things, like we were just talking or whatever, it wasn't that serious, but like when it ended, it was just chipping away, chipping away, chipping away at me. And then I came to the realization, maybe like, I don't know how long ago it was now, but I was just in lockdown. It was just a Sunday and I was just chilling out and I was just so sad like all day, and I just kept having these, one week I would be like super happy, then the next week it would be like a fucking terrible week and I'd be so sad all week, crying constantly. Like it was literally like that. It was like happy one week, sad the next week, happy one week, sad the next week, and I was literally going like this, like a roller coaster, and it was just too much. And then I finally realized to myself, I was just so sad one day, just crying all day, and I was like, your heart is broken, Emma. Like I just finally came to the realization I had a broken heart, and like not from my breakup, well also from that as well, but from situations that had happened before my breakup with guys, like situations from way before I even met my ex-boyfriend, and like that had fucked me over, like guys fucking me over, and then I had that situation, then we broke up, and then I had these situations this year with guys, and I realized like all these situations, all these guys, all these like different like events had caused me to have a broken heart. I feel like I just kept putting a blanket over it, like by speaking to someone new, and it wasn't even like I was seeking out people to talk to or seeking out someone new to talk to. Like most of the time they just like, it just happened, like we just started talking. It's not like I was like going out of my way to speak to guys. They would just come into my life and whatever, and yeah. And I honestly feel like they were kind of like tests. I'm just using the Physicians Formula bronzer. I kind of feel like they were like tests, and I feel like all these bad things kept happening to me, not like super bad, but just like these situations with guys and stuff like that were happening to me because I needed to realize for myself that all I needed to do was invest time in myself and not put my energy into other people. So I was sat there like crying, and I realized I have a broken heart and I need to work on this. And I think it's from the years of like self-loathing, and when I didn't like myself. When I went to university when I was like 18, I think I used boys as kind of like a crutch, because before I started like going out on nights out and stuff, I wasn't really like desirable, like not in a mean way, but like I never really had attention from guys. Yes, I had a boyfriend in high school, but that was like my only like boyfriend I ever had, or the only like person that was kind of interested in me. And then obviously in college I had like a kind of thing with someone, but that was like cause like we went to school together, we went to class together, we saw each other constantly. When I went to university, I realized I started getting way more attention from guys, and that fed the insecure part of me that wanted attention and wanted validation from men, and wanted to feel pretty and wanted to feel beautiful and wanted to feel wanted. I'm just gonna try this new technique on my eyebrows. So I've just got a little spoolie here and I've got some hairspray. I'm gonna spray the hairspray on my hand, rub this in it, and then brush my eyebrows up, and hopefully it'll give kind of like a, what's it called, like a laminated brow effect, something like that. And then I'm gonna go in like with a bit of a pencil. So yeah, let's try that, see if it works. My friend did it to me the other day. I might not be as good at it. Is it working? I don't know if it's working or if I need to let it dry. I need my eyebrows doing ASAP. I can't wait to get to LVL and my eyebrows tinted and waxed. That'll do for now. Hopefully that worked. At the time, I didn't know what I was doing. Like I just thought it was fun, like cool, going out, getting with guys, sleeping with guys, whatever. But I was actually subconsciously feeding the part of me that needed validation and needed to feel beautiful, because I didn't feel beautiful within myself because of my body hang-ups. So I think for a long time, I kind of let boys treat me like shit, and I went for the wrong guys and stuff like that. There's a point where it's like you can't blame the boys anymore. You kind of have to blame yourself for, why do I keep going for this kind of guy? Why do I keep allowing this behavior? You know what I mean? Like after a while it's like, yeah, a few times it's like, yeah, the guy's a dickhead, the guy's a dickhead. And then at some point it's kind of like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I letting people treat me like shit? I can just walk away. harsh, but it's true. Okay, this isn't working that great. Maybe it's because she used Got To Be hairspray, which is basically like super glue. So it doesn't matter, we'll try another time. I'm just lightly filling in my eyebrows with this It Cosmetics Brow Power. But yeah, basically years of just allowing myself to be treated like shit. Years of just not valuing myself, not respecting myself, kind of caught up to me. So then when I started talking to other guys and stuff like after my breakup, like it was nice or whatever, but when they did me dirty again, it just like hashed up all these old feelings, old things that had happened, like, and I realized, why am I doing this to myself? Like, why? I don't need a guy, like I really don't, and I want you all to know that, like you don't need someone else to be whole, and I know that, but I think I was kind of using boys as like a security blanket, as like it made me feel comfortable, like to always have someone to speak to and stuff like that, and I don't know why. It kind of feeds that insecure part of you that feels like you need to be validated, or that feels like I need someone to feel beside me, like to feel attractive and stuff like that, and you just don't. And I think a lot of the time you're a lot happier. Oh, by the way, sorry, I was using the Glossier Boy Brow, and then I'm just using a Model's Own clear brow gel just to spike them up a bit more. A lot of the time you're a lot happier by yourself, not going to lie, because there's no one disturbing your peace. There's no one like pissing you off, there's no one fucking you over, none of that stuff. My eyebrows look a bit weird. Is it just me, or is it because they're like little slugs on this camera right now? More time you are honestly happier by yourself, because there's no one telling you what to do, there's no one disturbing your peace, there's no one cheating on you, like doing stupid shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm just taking my bronzer and putting it in my crease. So yeah, it was really lockdown that forced me to like confront these demons that were inside of me, and like these problems that I've had for a long time, but I just didn't want to notice. Do you know what I mean? And so I feel like it's kind of brought me 360. So where I'm at now, I realize I just need to invest all my time and energy into myself, my work, making myself happy, doing what I need to do to be whole on my own. And I feel like I know where to go and what to do to make that happen. Do you know what I mean? Which is really good, and I do feel really positive, but obviously the bad days do creep up on you, they really do. But as long as you know that like they're only temporary, then that is what is important, because feelings are just feelings, like thoughts are just thoughts. They come and go like clouds. I was saying this on my Instagram story yesterday. Someone had asked on my Instagram story how I dealt with negative thoughts and just like feelings of anxiety and stuff like that. And honestly, if you don't have it already, you need to download the Headspace app, because it's meditation. And I feel like meditation helps because the whole premise of it is to teach you that thoughts, they don't have to stay in your mind. They can literally just be there. Okay, that's a thought, and it can leave. Like, you don't have to obsess over thoughts. And I am such an obsessive overthinker, it is wild. And I think as well, because of lockdown, like I wasn't seeing my friends, I didn't really have anything to do other than work and all that stuff. I was obsessively thinking, which is just never good. So with that, I also have made the decision to start therapy, which I'm super excited about. I had my consultation and I'm starting it tomorrow actually. So we're doing online therapy, like talking therapy. So hopefully that is going to help me work through like some stuff. And I guess I feel like there's such a stigma around therapy, and like, oh, you have to be like have gone through a lot of trauma in your childhood to go to therapy, or you have to have done this or that or the other, do you know what I mean? Or you have to be like really depressed. And I feel like that's not the case at all. I feel like everyone needs someone to talk to, and sometimes you don't want to talk to your friends and your family and stuff like that because you feel like you don't want to burden them, or you don't want them to view you differently or stuff like that. So sometimes it's nice to have someone impartial to talk to to about your problems and work through it. And then I think just getting it out in the open and speaking makes you feel a lot better and a lot more comfortable, a lot more at ease, because it's not on your mind anymore. Once you say it out loud or once you write it down, that it's gone. Do you know what I mean? I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury Desert Haze palette. I'm just using this colour right here. I'm just putting it a bit more in my crease and under my eye. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. Another good thing that came out of lockdown was I feel like I became a lot more productive. I got to focus a lot more on my work. I'm a very big procrastinator. So I procrastinate constantly and I take ages to do one task and stuff like that. And I feel like as busy as I am and as a business owner and stuff like that, there's no time for procrastinating, babe. There really isn't. So although like lockdown kind of made some things stagnant, like it has made other things flourish. And yeah, like I've just been working a lot harder, like a lot better, a lot smarter, I guess you could say. And I feel good about it. But I guess another thing that like I had been struggling with throughout, not just lockdown, way before lockdown as well, that I'm still kind of getting to coming to terms with and learning to grapple with, is like my life online. So I feel like I have a social media addiction. Like it's not up for discussion. I do. Like I am obsessed with my phone. I'm obsessed with Instagram, all that stuff. Social media is constant, and I really want to tackle this social media addiction, but it is difficult when it is my job as well. I'm gonna use a Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Oh my god, I love blush so much. If you know any good blushes like this, like a pinky, champagne-y, shimmery kind of colour, I love NARS Orgasm, but this one is good as well. It's cheap as well. If you know any like that, let me know. Because I have this social media addiction, I'm on it constantly, I feel like I let it get too into my head. And also like any bad kind of comments, or when it comes to what I look like, my size, my weight, how I look, when people say bad things about that, it doesn't touch me. Like I've got to a point now, you call me fat, you call me a whale, you call me this, that and the other, I really don't care. I really don't, like genuinely. But when it comes to like people attacking my character or what I do or who I am, that stuff like really upsets me, because I know I'm a good person and I strive to be the best person that I can be. And you know what? I don't even care if this sounds self-centered or big-headed. I know I'm a very good person. I'm a kind person. I'm loving. I'm generous. That's just who I am. And I've realised this now, but I think I hated for anyone to think that I was anything other than that. I hated for anyone to see me badly because I know how much of a good person I am. And it used to really like upset me when people attack my character and stuff, or think that I wasn't genuine, because I just don't want to upset anyone or like for anyone to dislike me. I think, yeah, I really don't want to upset anyone is a main thing as well. Yeah, I would hate to think I would ever upset anyone with what I did. That's why I'm so open to like hearing people's criticisms and taking it on board and being a better person. That I'm super always down for that. So yeah, but I think there's a lot of people on the internet that want to teach you and want to educate you and want to talk to you on a level and be kind and be polite and just educate you. Like I said, even if you're doing something wrong or something they don't deem to be great, like there's people out there that want to educate you, but there's also people out there that want to tear you down, see you fall, for you to do bad, and they don't want to be considerate and they just want to attack you. And that is something I've really struggled with, being a presence online, because I think sometimes you get to a point where you just have to accept not everyone is gonna like you, and some people, not all people, some people want to project their feelings towards themselves onto you. And it took me a long time to realise that, and even now it's still difficult because I hate to hear these things about myself, but I think I'm learning. I'm getting way better at dealing with criticism, like when it comes to who I am as a person and my actions. So yeah, but I guess some people out there want to be a dickhead and they hate you. There's people out there that genuinely hate you for no reason. So you just have to let them keep on hating you for no reason. Like there's people watching this right now, hey baby, that watch this and then go on gossip websites and chat shit about me. And I just think, I don't have the how do you have the time? I don't even have the time in the day. How do you have the time? Without focusing too much like on the negative things and stuff like that, I do hope people out there who are like that do heal and work on themselves, because to be concerned with someone's life so much to the point where you are tearing them down, saying horrible things about them, constantly talking about them when you don't actually know them personally, it is a problem. Like, excuse me, it is actually a problem within yourself that I think a lot of people need to tackle, because it's not good to have all that negativity within your head, within your heart. It's not, it honestly doesn't do anything good for you. It doesn't make you a better person, it doesn't make you happier. And if it does make you happier, then it's only for that short moment where you feel like you've got the one up on someone, and then what after that? What's after that? There's nothing after that. Yeah, that's why I do. Like, any people, where the hell's my spoolie? Anyone that like is a hater, is a troll or whatever, I genuinely do feel sorry for them, because I wouldn't want to live in that mind. Do you know what I mean? That sounds so passive aggressive right now, and be like, sweetie, I feel sorry for you. But seriously, that is the way I feel. This is the look I've been doing recently. So it's like a winged liner, but it's kind of like very straight, not like curved up. So I'll try and show you how I do it. Let me get up close. This is just the Laura Geller Line and Define Dual Dimension eyeliner, but you can use any eyeliner. This is just extra like thick. It has a actual eyeliner on the other side as well. But what's this one? I like this too. Ico London liquid liner. I like the Kat Von D tattoo liner. They're all good. I feel like with liquid eyeliner, you kind of do have to invest in a more expensive one, because the cheaper ones just not black enough. So let me show you. I kind of just create like a line. Actually, should I zoom in? Oh my god. I kind of just create a line and bring it across like that. Oh no, I'm fucking it up. Okay, that's better. So I kind of like make it quite thick and just like boom, boom. Now what I've been doing recently is I've not been going all the way in and doing it across. I've just been doing it to like here. So it kind of creates like a very cat eye look. Sometimes I'll even do it with my mascara already on. But you know, live life on the edge and that. Okay, this one's really extra super thick. It'll do though. Nothing's perfect in life. I kind of want to drag it out a bit more as well. You always want to make sure the tip is very like sharp, spiky. All right, I'm going to do the other side off the camera, because that one was hard to do on camera. So, see ya. Okay, hello, I'm back. So I've done both my eyes, and I've also put a little bit of mascara on. Oh, wrong way, darling. So that is the eyes. They're not that neat. They're not that neat. But you know, this is life. Not everything is perfect. If you want it to be a little bit darker as well, you can go over your eyeliner with like an angled brush. Bear with. An angled brush and some black eyeliner. Just to black eyeliner. Good one! Black eyeshadow. Just, you know, deepen out that colour. You can do that as well. But I don't care. So here we are. So, eyes are done. Do I put on some lashes? I'm not sure whether to put on some lashes. If I was going to put on lashes with this, I've got these Ardell Wispies that are just a really good everyday lash. Like if you don't want to be going boom with your lashes, these are really good. I'm claustrophobic, Darren. Oh wow. These feel longer than the normal Wispies. Are they extra long or something? Why are they so long? Should I put it on? Or don't know. Do I put it on? Fuck it, I'll put on the eyelashes. Fine, you've convinced me to do it. What were we talking about before all of this? So yeah, that is basically life right now. Right now I'm in quite a good place. Also a couple weeks ago, like there was a lot of talk on the timeline on Twitter about abuse and all that stuff, and I think at the time I didn't realise how much it was affecting me, like, and hashing up some old feelings that I had and like old things that I had been through. So I think The talk of abuse on Twitter, I think it triggered me without me even realising that it was doing that, and I ended up being super sad for a good few days after that, and I didn't realise why I was feeling like that, but it's because I rehashed all these feelings up that I had obviously like tried to forget. When I'm talking about abuse, I'm talking about people on the timeline were talking about all kinds of abuse, but me personally, emotional abuse that I haven't dealt with, which is why I'm going to therapy as well, to like talk through that. I always pinch my lashes together, like after I've stuck them on, I always pinch them with my natural lashes just for them to stick down better. So like when it came to like me thinking about my emotional abuse that I went through, I didn't realise how much it was triggering me, just like being online in that time. Because like it just, yeah, like I said, it rehashed all these old feelings up and like replaying situations in my head and stuff like that, which just was not good. And I was speaking to a friend of mine, and he was like really helping me through it and helped me talk about things. I was like crying to him on the phone, stuff like that. And he is a Christian, and he said to me, you know, I know it's like not your thing. I was not good one. I was not raised in a religious household. I've never like been a person of faith, anything like that. And he said to me, he saw that I was watching a preaching by a pastor called Stephen Furtick. I really like his preachings and stuff like that. But I was more so watching it because it was just like a positive video. It like transferred into like life and like certain things. I can't remember the title of the video, but I've always been like a very spiritual person. I've been interested and intrigued about religion, but I've never looked into it further. And my friend saw that I was watching that, and he knew that I've been like really upset recently, and he said, you know, I know it's not your thing, but I want you to try and pray tonight. Pray and, you know, talk to God and ask him to give you strength and things like that. What I did was I prayed. I prayed, and I don't know, like I was really like intimate in that moment. I've stuck this eyelash on wrong, mate. People always cuss me out for how I apply my eyelashes. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's the best eyelash job we're gonna get out of me, because I'm not a pro. But after I prayed, like, it was like quite emotional as well, because obviously I was in quite a dark place. So after that, I woke up the next morning and I kind of felt like I had new eyes and I was seeing the world with new eyes. I felt a lot of like compassion and a lot of strength, like I said, like I asked for. And I don't know, that to me just like made me inquisitive about religion, about Christianity. So I have started like attending a class called Alpha, which is basically like for people that are not religious. It is like a place for them to like explore religion. Like it's not church, it's not like stuff like that. It's literally just a place to talk about life's big questions, as they say on Alpha. It's a place to ask like, what is God? Is God real? Questions like what, like anything you would want to ask to do with religion. It's basically that, and it just helps people who are thinking about religion just to like see if it's for them. So I'm currently doing an Alpha course, which is cool. I've been like attending online church, which has been nice. Like I do really think it is nice, because I don't feel like I need to, I don't know, I don't want to talk about too much about religion and stuff like that, because it is personal, and obviously I've just embarked on this journey, so I don't really know yet. And as soon as you say something online, people remember that forever. So, you know, in a year, people are like, oh, you're still Christian and stuff like that. Hold on, I've not said anything yet, babes. I'm just saying I'm looking into it. It is helping me so far, which has been really nice. So I'm going to use a Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals. The thing is broken, but the highlighter is very good. I'm kind of going to use a combo as well of highlighters, because one is never enough, baby. So I'm also going to use this Colourpop Super Shock Cheek highlighter in Lunch Money. These are a crazy formula. I remember because I ordered a bunch of Colourpop stuff to try out. These are a crazy formula, but I do really like it, and they are very blinding. So it's kind of like, it's like a balm, it's like a cream, but you can use a brush with it. I like it a lot. Can't stop looking at these burns right here. For lips, I'm going to use a combo of pencils. I'm going to use the Morphe lip liner in Spiffy, and then the MAC liner in Cork. And then in the centre, I'm going to use a Charlotte Tilbury. What is this called? I've used a lot of Charlotte Tilbury today, haven't I? It wasn't intentional. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Lips in Best Actress. This is a beautiful combo. I really like it. So I kind of focus Cork around just the line of my lips because it is like a dark brown colour. This goes on like a soft matte kind of thing, and then it dries down to like a liquid lip. So that is the lip combo. I'm also going to add a little beauty mark. I've been doing this recently. It's just something a little bit fun, a little beauty mark. So probably, I don't know, I'll just do it like here. I just literally dot and then just like keep going over the same dot. It's not supposed to look natural, do you know what I mean? That's quite big actually, I made it quite big today. Oh well. That was pretty much everything I had to talk about today. Yeah, this is my go-to look at the moment. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me just like opening up a little bit and talking to you guys. If you like this video, if you want to see more just chatty patty videos, do let me know and I will do some more. I don't really do that much makeup on this channel, and I should, because I love makeup and getting glam and looking cute. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought down below, and I will see you very soon with a new one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys. I should have done this because I've got lipstick on my teeth. Okay, goodbye.